Wyfold Challenge Cup for coxless fours, the Berkshire Station Molesey Boat Club and Bucks Quintin Boat Club A, stroked respectively by Alistair Douglas and Matt Denley. Molesey steered from the bow by Liam Tustin, and Quintin steered also from the bow by Mark Chaplin. Interesting to talk about steering to a cox in the absence of a cox here, and the degree of responsibility handed to the oarsman who has steering to concern him as well.
Absolutely, the Wyfolds can be a very interesting event for that very reason. There's certainly some interesting steering to be seen from some of these crews.
Interesting in inverted commas.
Yes, but exactly. And it can play an absolutely huge part in the way you can progress in the race. You know, if you have a mistake and you crash into the booms, or worse still, you come too far into the centre and crash into the other crew and get disqualified, then that's more or less your regatta over in most cases, certainly. It looks like it's been pretty clean so far here to start off with. I think this Molesey crew is certainly a favourite for this event, and they look pretty comfortable out in front now and dominating this race, so they can, to be honest, they can steer pretty much where they want. As long as they're off the booms, they're going to be safe.
Well, this Molesey crew did finish second in the elite coxless fours at the Marlow Regatta not so very long ago. Winners of the senior coxless fours on the Saturday of the Metropolitan Regatta. And they tell me the domestic favourite for the event. Are you arguing with that?
I'm not arguing. I can't say I know a huge amount about the Wyfolds event, but that's certainly what it appears to be given previous results. And they look pretty comfortable here. They look happy to be sitting out in front. Slightly lower stroke rating, so taking fewer strokes per minute and just allowing themselves to relax a little bit and get the feel for the course and get the feel for the steering and what it's like to be out ahead of another crew like this.
Past Upper Thames, past the 3/4 of a mile mark, and that big red number 1 you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen is a source of great encouragement to the boat on the Berkshire side, one that was posted long before 2 arrived. And again, once past the beautiful verdant green treed area, they will be able to lap up the noise and the atmosphere and the party feel which dovetails in this unique way with elite sport at the Henley Royal Regatta. Again, we see a crew which has earned the right to coast home.
I think that's absolutely right, and I'm sure they'll enjoy the atmosphere here coming through the enclosures, but also there will have been a lot of noise for them just a little bit lower down at Remenham Club, which is a club that's made up of a number of clubs from the London area, Molesey being one of them, so they will have had what they call the Remenham Roar. They would have heard as they came past there. Now looking fairly comfortable as they come down into the enclosures, and they can really take their time here and just kind of stretch their legs a little bit and start, in a way, cooling down from the quick start they would have had. How
real is that Remenham Roar from an athlete's point of view? I'd have thought from a cox it's an interruption, isn't it?
Yeah, I tend to not hear that much of what's around me when I'm coxing, I think, because I'm just hearing the sound of my own voice. But certainly as you come down into the enclosures here, it can be very noisy, and if you're racing on finals day and you're racing particularly against a foreign crew, it can be quite deafening.
In their royal blue and white, pumping away willingly. But whilst their view is of empty water, Molesey's view is of them, Quintin, and it is an increasingly distant view. Molesey reached the out of the Thames Challenge Cup in 2014, won the Thames Challenge Cup in 2012, looking ready here to put together a substantial challenge for the Wyfold. Boarded with increasing vigour with the Riverside audience, some of them sagely beneath cover and in the shade, others increasingly scarlet in the sunshine. Molesey Boat Club A bring it home by a substantial margin from Quintin Boat Club A, for whom they will wait and at the appropriate time cheer.